fellas, to take a break. My name is Timothy Mitchell. It said so there very briefly. I'm a latex application specialist with HP, and I have some new products for you. Behind me here on our Latex 700 is a new product that was introduced by HP Media. HP Media. HP Media has been around a long time. It's a very reputable brand. A great deal of investment in testing and evaluation goes into these products before they're released to market. So one of the nice things you know is that when you buy HP Media, you're buying a great deal of attention to detail from the people that bring the products to market to ensure that they work very well with our printers. This product is no exception. This is an HP Prime 18-ounce double-sided pole banner. Now, I'm going to get to something a little ironic about that in a moment, but this is an excellent product. It is a heavyweight HP Prime scrim banner. This can be printed double-sided, or it has blockout capabilities if you were to print single-sided. This is a pole banner. This is what you hang up on a pole, outdoor, long-term. Printed beautiful. Now, this has its own media download. So when you load the 18-ounce Prime pole banner, HP Prime pole banner, you can go right to Substrate Library, type in HP, and you will see it there, and you can download it right into the printer, which is exactly what I did. Once it was downloaded into the printer, I ran a couple tests. There's a few things I want to know out of the gate. Now, the printer will, when it loads, suggest this to you to roll it forward. I ignored that because what I want to know is a couple of things. Now, I never run with edge guards. You don't need them unless you use a handful of circumstances. Edge guards are off the printer. I loaded it on auto load. That went perfectly. No troubles. Next, can I print with it right back where the pinch rollers are? Virtually no waste. I had my doubts. My doubts were confirmed. When you print from the pinch rollers, the material rolled out and then immediately and promptly had a pretty noticeable head crash. The media buckled traveling through into the curing unit, and it did not travel the way I would have hoped. Next test, I rolled it out a little further, let it hang off the edge of here a little bit. Same thing, and same result. In order to print this banner, and I think a lot of it has to do with the weight of the banner, and this is also a very heavy roll. I don't know the exact weight of it, but it took some heft to lift that up. Okay, this is not a light roll. Rolling it out a little bit more, getting a little weight off it, definitely made a difference. Third time's a charm. I just rolled it out a bit more. I had enough weight hanging off the front. Everything traveled through perfectly. No issues since. So what I would recommend is there is the media feed accessory, which you can have access to. And the media feed accessory would have solved these problems if I didn't want to waste any. And on a 700 like this, the take-up roll is down a little lower, so I don't want to waste any. Subsequently, this would have been a good choice. The weight on the bottom of this would have allowed it to travel well. You could have rolled this back and you would have wasted just maybe a foot or so. And then this, in a sense, is acting as the weight that I'm getting with the material. So if I were to use this product, and I didn't want to waste any, I would attach the media feed accessory. I colloquially still call it the Media Saver. You can order that through HP, and that can be attached to the print, to the material, and then your first prints would have that on it. After that, you either have enough weight there, or you can go right to the take-up reel. If this is on the take-up reel, I see no issues whatsoever. Clear? I wanted to prepare you for that. So the suggestion to roll it forward, in this case, is a sound one. Now, this particular print here, back to art history lesson from someone that knows very little about art history. This is from a Dutch museum, the Rijksmuseum in Holland. This is Jan Steen, and it is a portrait of the happy or merry family. And they are definitely merry. Everybody clearly has had some ale. The neighbors are coming over. All the instruments have come out. The pots are on the ground. The dogs are licking the pots. The 9-year-old seems to be tasting some ale. There's a baby in the picture with a cake in its hand. The cake is probably soaked in ale. These are my kind of people. Jan Steen, the merry family. So I can definitely connect with the portrait here. It's actually quite entertaining, and this is from an open collection at the Rijksmuseum. I hope I pronounce that correctly, in Holland. And they have a wonderful collection of Rembrandt and Vermeer and everything else. It's sort of like the home of all the great Dutch masters. So high resolution print, I printed the full width of it, no troubles whatsoever. What comes with the download is 6-pass, 100% density. Perfect marriage, almost your perfect banner speed. Banner's a textured material. You should be able to run 6-pass comfortably all day long, 100% density with the ink, especially with our wider color gamut on the 7 and 800 series. Highly complementary. That's a perfect choice. Now, what I did is I also went and added an 8-pass mode at 110%, so a little more ink, a little bit slower but still fast, and then also a 4-pass mode. Pole banners are going to be seen outdoor. Pole banners are going to be seen at a distance. If you choose PVC as a category, which is what this downloads as, you're going to get a 4-pass mode that when the passes go through, you will notice a little bit of light or a little bit of dark where the overlap is. You're running on a 700 series, you're running 334 square feet an hour thereabouts. On an 800 series, you're almost at 388 square feet an hour. So any kind of step back, you don't see any of that. So a pole banner, I think 4-pass is valid. I ran that at 90% density. This particular banner can certainly take some temperature, so you have that as an option, which will allow you to run fast with more ink and the higher temperatures. Now the inks on the 700, 800 inherently cure at a lower temperature, about 30% what we've had in previous generations. But medias that can take some heat will also allow you to run fast with a substantial amount of ink, hence a larger color gamut. If you want to get around that little block, that pass banding that you will see in 4-pass as a PVC category, you could take this product, rebuild the settings under adhesive vinyl. Okay, make sure you copy the same settings so that you're building it under another category, but you want to make sure the settings are appropriate for PVC banner, vacuum, things like that. And in that case, when you choose 4-pass, and you can do it in 4-color or 6-color, since you can put some heat down, I think 6-color would be fine. You're going to be a little slower in that version of 4-pass, but the mask will be seamless. It'll be a perfect seamless print. So now you're getting 4-pass, very high speed. That also allows you to have a seamlessness so that when the customer looks at it like a magazine, as we all know they do, even though you're hanging it on a pole, they will be satisfied, and then you can hang it up and still have all the things you're looking for. Great product from HP. I added those 2 extra modes, which are very easy to do. The printer has an onboard spectrophotometer. The process is really press the button. Okay, but when I do closed loop color calibration, or I'm building an ICC, or I guess not when you're using a default that's internal, which are also very nice, by the way, you're going to want to put it on a take-up roll. That is my opinion. And occasionally, when you're printing a closed-loop color calibration or an ICC profile, when it rolls forward, it has to come back. And when it comes back, if this media is curling in the wrong direction, now this media appears to be curling in the right direction, so it's a little bit downward, but some wall coverings, some canvases, when they print forward and then they come back, that curl may show up. And if you're doing the color calibration, that's when you might need an edge guard. I have used them on canvas products. I have used them on some wall covering products. If there are some banner products that curl like that, there's where your edge guard is appropriate. Otherwise, no issues whatsoever. Closed loop color calibration ran perfectly. Prints ran perfectly. Use your media feed accessory if you don't want any waste. Otherwise, bring it down a little bit and let the weight of the banner do the work. I did not need to use the output platen covers on this product. Okay, now if you, and this is where I'll get to the ironic part, it is a two-side capable pole banner. The 700 and 800 series do not have an automated process of doing double-sided printing. Now, we do have a process of doing double-sided printing, which my colleague Paul Wagner developed and wrote it all out in very easy to understand terms. And I think there's another one also on the HP Media Solutions Locator. Or no, actually, maybe it's the HP Knowledge Center, forgive me. The HP Knowledge Center will have information about how to manually set up a double-sided print. So in that case, yes, you could take advantage of the double-sided characteristics of the banner itself. A nice product, no issues, highly recommended. 18-ounce pole banner, durable, easy. Just make sure you either use the media feed or roll it out a little bit. Putting it on a take-up reel is most advisable. You can easily build your own modes. The mode that comes with it is 6-pass, 100%, which is, for most people, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting me introduce a new product into the market. Quite impressive. New scrim banner, outdoor durable, heavy, 18-ounce. Timothy Mitchell signing off. Thank you very much.